So we've all had a couple of myths about charging our phones, such as you should not charge your phone overnight, or your phone will blow up if you use it when it's charging, your phone should drain the battery completely to 0% before you charge it, and many more. Well, I'm not an expert or anything, but surely you must know that some of these statements usually lack some truth. Anyways, I'm here with 4 of the most common myths to try to debunk most of them, and I hope it will help someone somewhere. And I've left timestamps if you want to skip to a particular part. So without wasting any moment, let's get on to the video. What's up guys, how are you doing? Hope you're having a nice day. I'm Milan and welcome back to Physicheck. And for those of you who are new, welcome too. So the first myth is that you shouldn't charge your phone overnight or your battery will spoil or overcharge or something. Well, that's not true. These phones are smartphones and based on their name, they are smart. So when the phone is plugged in and it charges up to 100%, it will detect itself that it is full and therefore the charging process will stop. Most batteries used for today's phones are lithium-ion batteries, and what they have is circuits that when the battery gets fully charged, they sort of cut off power from the charger. So it's completely fine to leave your phone charging overnight, then waking up to a fully charged device. However, when charging your phone overnight, suppose the socket is right beside your bed and you are charging your phone, avoid putting the phone under your pillow or just within your beddings. This will cause the phone to overheat, and we all know overheating is the number one enemy of phone batteries. You should put it somewhere open, even if it's under your bed, and I'm assuming you don't have stuff under there. If you have stuff under there, just put it somewhere charging when it's open so that it cannot overheat. Anyways, another one is that you should not use your phone while it's charging or it will blow up or explode. Now, we've all seen photos of phones that have exploded, and the reason they give is that the owner was using it while it was connected to the charger. I doubt if they are real, and if they are, there was a problem that is not related to charging it. First off, you should check if you're buying an original phone, because if it's fake, then it may have a bad battery that is not safe and that may cause it to catch fire or something. And also, when replacing your phone's battery, try to go to the manufacturer's repair shop or even get an original battery from them if you're doing it yourself. And saying that doesn't mean that it's cool to use your phone when it's charging. It's just okay, but it has negative effects. Like, it will obviously heat up, and heating up will cause the phone to even slow down in some circumstances. The phone will also charge slower, since when using it, power will also be getting drained from the phone, hence the charging speeds will obviously go down. The charging cord will also spoil because of pulling of the cord. You could say you should avoid using your phone while charging due to the inconveniences it gives you, but not because of blowing up or something. Another myth is that you should drain your battery completely to 0% before charging it. Now, this is the complete lie. As a matter of fact, when your battery is at 0%, it gets worse. If you remember, I said earlier that nowadays, most, if not all phone batteries are lithium-ion ones. And to know how they work, we must have to go back to high school chemistry just for a little bit, the reduction oxidation process here. So the batteries have 2 main parts, a cathode, which is a positive electrode, and an anode, which is a negative electrode. Then there's also a chemical, let's say in the middle, called an electrolyte, that lets electrical charges flow in between the cathode and the anode. So in these batteries, the cathode is made up of a lithium cobalt oxide formation, and the anode is made up of graphite. So you've plugged in your phone, electrons enter your phone's battery, then lithium ions from the cathode move to meet up with them at the anode. When you unplug your phone, the lithium ions lose their electrons and the electrons move through the circuit to the cathode. This provides the current that powers your phone. Meanwhile, the lithium ions move from the anode through the electrolyte back to the cathode. This causes the battery to drain. When all ions reach the cathode, the phone gets empty. So every time the battery gets empty, one charge cycle is over. And the more the charge cycles, the more the battery strength keeps dropping, making it closer to death. You complete one charge cycle when you've used up a total of 100% of your battery, but not necessarily from one charge. So, for example, let's say you use your phone up to 40%. That will mean you'll have used up 60%. Then you charge it fully up to 100% again. You'll have to use it again up to 60%, so that you can take out the 40% to complete one charge cycle. If you haven't understood that, I'll use this analogy of a human being's lifespan. So, suppose your lifespan is 90 years old. Now, this lifespan is the phone's battery. So you'll start your first year in January, then go all the way to the end of September. Those will be 9 months covered. Then you decide to recharge your life all the way back to January. So that's like charging your phone to 100%. Then you'll go through January, February, and up to the end of March. Those will be 3 months. Now you add the 3 months to the initial 9 months, and the total is 12 months, which is 1 whole year. Now that 1 year is like 1 whole charge cycle, so if your lifespan is 90 years, you'll be left with 89 years to go. So that's how the lifespan of lithium-ion batteries work. I hope you understood. All the phones come with a certain amount of charge cycles before they completely die. Anyways, leaving your battery to drain completely up to 0% every time stresses the battery's internals and it may spoil as a result. It's advisable to charge it in between 20 to 80%, so that's a little bit more safer. Another myth is that charging your phone through a computer or a laptop using the USB cable will make it spoil. Well, that's a lie. If you noticed, when using the computer or laptop, it charges slower. Charging slower is actually good for the lithium-ion batteries. The slower the charging is, the less strain the lithium ions go through, and so the damage becomes less. So it's not bad to charge your phone through your PC, but it will be slower, and if you want to charge it faster, you should just use a normal charger. So anyways, that is all for today. Thanks for watching, and if you think this video is helpful, I wouldn't mind if you left a sub and also a like for more people to see. And before I leave, my next video will be sort of tips on how to protect your battery or just taking care of your phone's battery. And if you'd like to see it, don't forget to subscribe. Again, thanks for watching. I'm Milan and this is Fuzitech. Hope you have a fantastic day. Peace.
Ba 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 da ba.